Hey, beautiful friends. Quick practice for your core, specifically the transverse abdominis, the pelvic floor. We're going to get really deep into those abdominal muscles, not big movements, okay? We're going to do lots of somatic awareness in these movements, and they're very subtle. Really think about working from the inside out and lots of being able to engage and let go. So be playful with this. Grab one block if you have it available, or modify without or a pillow. Okay, friends, grab your block to start. Come onto your backside. Squeeze the block, okay? And then as you squeeze, I want you to really be mindful of engaging and releasing, okay? Engage and release. So pull the navel in, feel on the sides of your abdominals, okay? And you're going to arch or reach the arms over your head and then move your spine back into a neutral position. Inhale, arch, both arms reach like a yawn. And then exhale, release. Now, tilting the pelvis into the other direction. So posterior pelvic tilt, tuck under and push your lower back down. Squeeze the block. And then neutral. Okay. So again, we're going to arch, tucking the tail under, squeeze the block, pull the pelvic floor up, and then release. Okay. Inhale again, reach the arms over your head, stretch. Exhale into neutral. Inhale, feel the ribs expand. Arch. Exhale into neutral. Okay, now move into a neutral pelvis. Try to maintain that neutral pelvis. Move your chin away from your chest. And you're going to gently lift the heels up and take your hands onto your abdominals. See if you're pushing your abdominals up as you do that. So pull in on the sides of your navel. Lift the heels and lower. Really small movement here. Lift and lower, release. Lift and lower, release. Again, lift, cinch your waist, lower, release. Lift and lower, release. Complete release. Okay, now keep that cinching, okay? Pull the navel in. If you need to, you can tuck the tail and imprint your lower back ever so slightly. And then lift for 8, keeping the abdominals engaged, 7 and 6. Pull the navel in. And 4, squeeze the block, lifting the pelvic floor, for 3 and 2 and 1. Okay, soles of the feet come together. Just soften here, okay? Reach the arms up and over your head. Close your eyes. Let out a nice sigh. And then take the right leg up and over towards your left, coming into a nice hip stretch, especially for that psoas, okay? And then change sides. Left leg comes up and over. And you can do any variation of this. You just want to feel a nice stretch through that hip flexor. Right and left, but specifically on the right side. And come back towards center. Now we're going to do that same movement. We're just going to build it a little bit. So you're going to grab the block, give it a nice little squeeze, okay? And you can pull it up as high as you want or as low as you want, but I want you to think of it coming up, okay? So you're lifting the pelvic floor. You want to pull the sits bones towards each other. That's going to help to turn the pelvic floor muscle contraction on. So it's moving inward and then upward. Lift the legs, navel towards your spine, and move to the right hip and over to the left hip. And move to the right hip and over to the left hip. Keeping that contraction, move to the right and to the left and to the right and to the left and to the right and to the left. Let's do 2 more. Okay, 1, left, 2, and left, and release, and lower it down. And again, just straighten the legs out. Pause here for a moment. Take a breath and let out a sigh. Okay, flip over onto your hands and knees. Round through your spine. Come into a nice cat stretch. And then arch. Okay, stick your butt up into the sky. Open your heart up into the sky. And then take your hips from side to side. And again, untuck the toes, round and arch. And then go ahead and crisscross your legs underneath you. Now we're going to take that block, squeeze it between the knees, take the hands to the back of the legs. Again, really mindful, okay? Squeeze the block, lift the pelvic floor, pull the navel in towards your spine. Then shift your weight back, engage everything, pull the pelvic floor up. Really simple, but really deep if you're doing this correctly. So crush the block, lift the pelvic floor, lift your heart, and then lower it all down. Okay? Do that again. Sits bones move in, everything towards the central line of the body. Lift up, open the heart, and then lower it back down. Soften, release, let go. Feel the release. Lift up, hold, squeeze the block, reach the left arm, reach the right arm, and squeeze the block for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Okay, right knee opens up, twist towards the left. And then a left knee opens up, pull the right knee in, twist. Okay, friends, now grab onto the block again, take it a little higher up, come onto your backside, legs come up this time. You can keep the knees bent or your legs extended, whichever you prefer, okay? You're gonna squeeze that block and keep yourself in either a neutral spine or a slight pushing down, like you're imprinting your spine into the mat, okay? So it's a slight posterior pelvic tilt. You're going to keep the legs nice and long and try to maintain that. Just shift the legs away just ever so slightly, just a tiny, tiny bit, and then lift it back up. Again, we're really keeping this small here. Okay, really mindful. Lower down and lift up. Now, if your hand starts to push up, then you know you went too far, okay? So we're not making any big movements. And lift back up. And again, lower down and lift back up. Good. Let's do 4 more. Ready? 4, lift up and release. And for 3, lift up and release. And 2, lift up and release. And 1, pull the belly in and release. Good. Bend the knees, press the feet into the floor, windshield wipe the legs from side to side. Drop both knees to the left and look over to your right. Take the knees back up and look over to your left as the knees drop to the right. Okay, come back towards center. Hold the back of the legs, rock yourself up. Hold onto the front side of your legs for a variation of rolling like a ball. So first option, hold back here, rock back, rock up and balance, rock back, rock up and balance. Take the arms to the front, rock back, rock up and balance. Any version you want. Rock back, rock up and balance, rock back, rock up and balance, rock back, rock up and balance. And then crisscross your legs Take a twist over to your left, lift the heart. And change sides. And come towards center. Bring your hands to your heart. Namaste, my beautiful friends. Thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait to see you soon on the mat.